All right, guys, here we are. Happy Friday, September 27th, coming to you feeling well, feeling super, super grateful. And I am coming to you in a very reflective state, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. But for people that are curious, I did go and have my CT scan. There was no crazy abnormalities, but I have what's called an abdominal wall strain. And so I go see my doctor today. She's going to talk to me about some, things I can do over the next 4 to 6 weeks just to get better. And so what did I do? I went to ChatGPT last night to develop me a whole workout plan for the next 4 to 6 weeks that includes light weights and also swimming. So I'm going to switch some things up, but I'm also going to be walking in my neighborhood, and I'm not just going to be sitting around doing nothing because I can't do that. That's just not who I am. But it's unfortunate, but I got to give my body some time to rest, and I have not been doing that. So I appreciate you asking, but let's do this. We're going to have somebody take us out on the field on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. That person will be you, Ophelia. Since the body is going, you've been up for a while, I'm going to have you take us out on the field on this glorious, beautiful Friday morning. Let's go.
Okay, so happy Friday, everyone. I think the word of the day, which was word of the day for me, was keep your promises to yourself. So if you say you're going to do something, do it. That's how you build confidence. That's how you build routine. The more and more you do something, the more natural is going to come and the more confident you get. So keep your promises, go out there, crush it, and believe in yourself.
I love this. I love this. You guys, I wanted to share with you just a moment of reflection. I don't want to stay here too long on this, but I just wanted to send you guys a message of gratitude, because without you, without all of your contributions, without all of your insights, without you being here, cameras on, getting involved, and being students of this environment does not exist. You guys make a conscious choice 3 times a week to join these sessions, and I will never, ever take it for granted. And listen, I don't care if there's 4 of us or if there's 400 of us, we're always going to go full tilt, because that is my responsibility to you for spending this time. So I was doing a little bit of reflecting yesterday, and I was looking back, and the reason why is because, I want to see sometimes that journey and how far that we've come. You guys, to where we're at right now, when we started Keep It Moving group coaching, all it was called group coaching. It didn't have a name, didn't have a logo, didn't have a reel that went out 3 times a week. It didn't go out in a newsletter. It was just small. It was like 3 to 5 of us. Then, I was thinking back, and when we think about how many of these that we have done together, there's been over 460 Keep It Moving group coaching sessions that we have done together. Countless hours of preparation, countless breakdowns and breakthroughs and moments and insights and knowledge dropped and guest speakers and tears and frustration and be like, why are you pushing me to do this? And all the growth that I've seen over these 468 plus sessions. So I wanted to send you guys a huge thank you. Just a thank you, truly from my heart of gratitude, saying I appreciate you guys spending this time with me, because it means the world to me that you guys would show up over and over and over. And if you're new to these sessions, I just want to thank you for being open-minded enough to be here to learn and to listen. And you guys, I want to share this with you because I did some reflecting this morning, and I was going back, and mind you, this was 3+ years ago. And the shit that I'm telling you today is the same thing that I'll always tell you. And my hope is that seeing me be consistent, seeing me being disciplined over and over and over again to the point where it's monotonous, my hope is that you guys jump on that train, and a lot of you have. And some of you are still trying to catch that momentum. But my hope, my intent is that you guys see this and saying, you know what? It started as nothing, just a couple people coming together, to see what it is now, and to see that other companies are trying to copy it, trying to say, hey, Elias, how did you build Keep It Moving? I wanted to share that with you because it means the world to me. And I wanted to share you a quick clip. Now, this is from November 11th, 2021. So obviously this was some time ago, but I want you to hear something, because I think that it still resonates to today. And I'm sure you hear me saying shit like this still to this day. So I'm going to play this. Create this video of your masterpiece of life and how you're creating. And I thought it was the most beautiful video that you did about your painting in your studio, right? You guys have an opportunity to really create. Remember, the agent of tomorrow is the agent that has a strong personal brand. How do you start that brand if nobody can even see your face? I'm just going to pause there, you guys. This was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Well, no, 2021. We're going on almost 4 years ago. Just to think about that message still reigns true. And I promise you, there's people in your life right now that you follow on TikTok, that you follow on Instagram, that were non-visible 3-4 years ago, that have blown up their life and business, that have created a life of abundance for themselves because they simply showed up. I've been saying this shit for years, and I will say it for years to come. So I wanted to pause. I just want to say thank you guys for creating this environment and being here. Anybody want to share any thoughts or sentiment on anything that I've covered thus far? Going once, going twice. Nobody has anything to say? All right. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, cool. What's up, Princess?
Yeah, it's funny because me and Vernon actually were talking about this yesterday. Consistency, literally, being consistent, you're gonna see the results. You may not see it, you may not feel it right then in that moment. But we brought up LaRussell the other day, and just seeing how he's built his platform and just being consistent. That literally is the key to it all. It's just being consistent with everything, and it pays off. I mean, we've seen where he's at now, so.
That's right. That's right. I love it. Let's go, Vernon. Vernon, let's hear from you. And then I'm going to give you guys a quick glimpse on how to go back and reference all these things that I'm sharing with you right now. Vernon, let's go to you.
Hey, top of the morning, coach. I just, I'm a baseball guy, so I reflect to when you were just sharing your sentiment. I reflect to the probably the most popular line in that movie, The Field of Dreams. And it says, if you build it, they will come. And so although you're giving us expressing gratitude to us, I want to take some time to express gratitude to you, because this is a result of you building it. So you built it and we have come. And I'm grateful for that. I can't see my life without group coaching on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I've learned some tremendous skills, tools of value, and I'm just grateful for you, man. So you've built it, we've come, you stayed consistent, and we've grown. So kudos to you, my guy.
Hey, I appreciate that, my man. I don't want to front, right? I don't want to front. I don't want to be a hypocrite and telling you guys to get out there, be consistent, do the work, be great, all those things. And then I'm fronting behind the scenes. That's not what I want for you guys. That's not what I want. Let's go, Brandy, and then we'll shift gears. I got some stuff lined up for you guys this morning. Brandy, let's go to you.
I love that sentiment, and I love the repetitiveness of it. But last night, me and Brianna had a conversation, and we were going over some stuff, and it just it kind of hit me in a different kind of way. And I was like, wait, branding and I was like, I feel like our face needs to be on this more. Our face needs to be on it. And then it clicked. I was like, we need to take ownership. And if your face, or if you're not putting yourself out there, then are you even proud of what you're doing? Are you even owning what you're doing? I don't know. So just hearing that little thing from a couple of years ago, I just part of me just went, woo, all right. Yeah, let's go.
I love it. Even the shirt, even the hoodie, Instagram got me, but made to stand out. Each of you are made to stand out in your own way. And I don't care if you're an introvert, if you're super extroverted, or if you're somewhere in between. We're all made to stand out. And so you guys, I want to share this with you as a reference point. Obviously, I was just going down the rabbit hole. I saw old videos of Mel 3+ years ago, and it's really cool. So if you guys ever want, I'm going to drop the link here. You guys can go back to some of the early recordings of us doing Keep It Moving. My background has changed. My scene has changed where I've done these at. But as you guys can see here, this needs to hit home for you guys. That consistency is all that we truly have. And through the consistency, opportunities are going to arise. And look at this, you guys. Look at this catalog of videos that you guys have been able to create. So I think it's really special. It obviously means the world to me. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to drop it in the chat down below. If you ever have somebody that's thinking about joining forces with us, if they want to know a little bit more about Keep It Moving, then I want to encourage you to share that with them and for yourself. If you see somebody like Veronica Figueroa sold 2,000 homes in a year, maybe that's something that you want to go back to, right? Maybe there's something that is about profitability or branding or whatever it is. You guys, these are here for your disposal. Make sure that you guys go back and use this as a reference point. So let's go ahead and get the gears rolling. I have something prepared for you guys. Now, I want to speak some truth. You guys, we sometimes do breakout rooms. And here's how I know if somebody is not engaged and someone just has this on in the background. I put people in breakout rooms. Say there's 5 breakout rooms and everyone goes to the breakout rooms. Well, if you don't go to a breakout room, you just sit here weirdly with your screen off and me sitting here waiting. And I'll go, person, you there? Person, you there? Person, you there? And if they don't reply, guess what I have to do? I have to remove them from the room. Right? Why did you even come? Why did you even come if you're going to be in a breakout room and you're just sitting there, you're not joining your breakout room for 15 minutes. So if I'm calling you out, I'm calling you out. And if we get into breakout rooms and I break you guys into rooms and you're just sitting there and I'm sitting there and your camera's not on, I'm like, hello, person, I'm just going to kick you out of the room. I love you. I appreciate you, but maybe it's not your time. Maybe it's not your time. Maybe you were not there. So I just want to say, if you're going to be here, just be engaged in this moment. Speaking about engagement, I'm going to go over something really quick with you guys. All right. So I need everybody to get out their phones. And if you don't have your phone or if you're on your phone, I'm going to put this link down in the chat below. All right. So let's do this. Let's have some fun today. We're going to make this a little bit different. So if you are on your phone, here's a link. Now, if you are, I've been called out. Hey, I wasn't saying any names. I'm just saying, but I'm not saying any names. All right. So there's a link down to something called Mentimeter in the chat down below. Now, if you're on your computer or you have the ability to go to a QR code, I want to pull up a QR code for you. I want you guys to hover over this QR code. This is going to give you access to something that's called Mentimeter. So I want to give you a quick second to make sure that you guys are in there. So just give me a thumbs up on the screen if you guys have gone to the QR code or if you have gone to the link that I provided in the chat down below. And then we're going to go ahead and start this presentation. So is everybody good to go? Does everybody have the link or the QR code? Everyone's good? All right, cool. Let's get right into this. I'm going to present my screen and we're going to go right into this. We're going to have a little bit of fun today and I'm going to do things a little bit different. And this is going to need your guys' full engagement. So if you're using, Vernon, I can't see your face, so just take yourself off of mute. Can you see my screen and tell me what you're seeing on the screen right now?
Yes, I can see your screen and one word that defines the current state of your business.
All right, perfect. So by using the QR code or by using the link that is in the chat below, I want to hear your responses. One word that defines the current state of your business, and keep them coming to you guys because you're going to hear all kinds of great things and you're going to see things that maybe are something that you want to aspire to be or vice versa. So keep them coming, you guys. I appreciate it. I need your involvement on this because then we just have blankness on the screen and that is not what I intend this to be. So as these are coming in, I'll give it a couple minutes and then we'll go over some of these because I think that they are really powerful. And if you're writing something on here and I see that there's an opportunity for us to talk about it, I'm going to ask you to be humble enough to take yourself off of mute and share. All right, guys, so let's go through some of these. I have about 13 plus responses. Actually, I'll give it a couple more seconds to let a few more come in. All right, cool. I think we have enough to be dangerous, but you guys are still putting them in. Jen Ross, you're writing on my screen. Can you stop doing that? And erase what you just did? Jen, are you hearing me? There you are. Thank you. All right, let's do this. Let's go through some of these. So somebody said that they're growing, that they're grinding, that they have process, that they're visible, thriving, hustle, focus, flowing, on fire, connection, traction, progress, manifested, development, stressed systems, unstoppable, consistent, hopeful, hustle, busy, But there's a couple words in here that, that I obviously want to focus on. Now, congratulations to everybody that put their words on here. Somebody said triggering. I guess I don't know what that actually means, but somebody put that their business is stagnant. And if you're the person that put that their business is stagnant, then there's only one person. It's not me, it's not Kenny, it's not the organization. There's only one person that is responsible for that. So if you are that person and you want to share why you feel your business is stagnant, or on the flip side of this, if you want to schedule a one-on-one coaching session with me so we can unpack that word and I can help you get past what it is that you are not doing in this business to get you out of stagnation, you can do that. And you can book that coaching call at calleliasastuto.com. Calleliasastuto.com. Or you have an opportunity to just grab the mic and say, hey, I feel I'm stagnant because of this reason. So there's two choices there. If you are that person that wrote stagnant, feel free to take yourself off of mute. If you don't, it's okay. I'm going to encourage you to book a coaching session with me.
Okay,
So
Elias, it was me. This is Joanne. So that was
Hi,
me.
Joanne. Hi.
I'm going to say a couple reasons why I said stagnant. So I've been posting on social media a lot. I'm not getting a lot of views, and I'm not sure why. So I think I will book that call with you so that you can kind of maybe audit that with me and tell me kind of what I'm doing wrong. The other thing is we do have a family business that takes up so much of my attention that it's really hard to give enough attention and time to my real estate business. So those are the kind of the two reasons why I said stagnant.
Yeah. So let me ask you a very quick question. If you just look at 1 week on an average for the week, how many hours are you spending actual prospecting, following up on calls, door knocking, or circle prospecting for new business? How much time is spent doing that in one given week?
I mean, it depends on the week, but
No,
definitely
it doesn't on an average. There's no depends. Like, what is the number on any given week?
Does that include on social media as well?
No. So social media is more passive, right? I'm going to post and then maybe I'm going to get some engagement. I'm talking about the door knocking, the open houses, the going and circle prospecting, calling the lead pond, like active, aggressive prospecting. How much time is spent doing that?
Maybe in a week, like 6 to 8 hours.
6 to 8 hours. Okay, cool. And then through those 6 to 8 hours, are you recording any of those conversations?
No.
All right. So there's definitely some opportunities. Patrick could chime in on this. It's about, if you're doing the activity and you're not getting the results, it might be something that you are saying or something that you are not saying in order to get people to move forward and want to book an appointment with you or go further down the funnel. And that's 100% something that I can help with. So yes, please book a coaching session with me, and Patrick could chime in, after we're done with this presentation of his experience doing that. But you guys, I love your answers here. Thank you for all of your answers. And I appreciate, let's give Joanne some love and life for actually raising her hand and speaking in truth. It takes a lot of courage, and it takes someone being bold to do that in this environment. What area of your business needs the most attention? It could be systems, it could be consistency, it could be discipline, it could be prospecting, it could be organization, it could be procrastination. I don't know. What is it that needs the most attention in your business right now? Okay, and I absolutely love this. Tracking. How do I know how well I'm doing if I'm not tracking all of my calls and my flow and my everything, right? Systems and discipline, automation. All right, cool, you guys, keep them coming because this is nothing without your contributions. Systems and organization. Okay, cool. Connection, focus and discipline, delegating and consistency, systems and outreach, prospecting, consumer flow, consistency. All right, cool. Sales skills. I love this. All right, so let me write a couple of these down. And I want to come back to this afterwards. If you are a person right now that is on the call that on your systems and organization, I just want you guys to don't go far because I'm going to come back to you. So prospecting, systems and discipline, okay, automation, connection, focus and discipline. Okay, so some of these things are completely within your control. Some of these things, you can obviously go to coaching for and have some help with. Focus and discipline, that comes down 100% to you. If you're the person on here that is not focused and disciplined, perhaps you are not driven by the right why you're actually in this business. Because I don't need anybody to get me focused. I don't need anybody to tell me to get my ass to work. So the question to you is, how can I fix that? And if you can't find a solution, then obviously I'm here to help. But if you're a person on here that put systems of organization, and you're a person, you're a person that nails that, don't go too far because I want to call on you. But I appreciate you guys' replies. All right. Do you have a clear goal for Q4? Very simple. I need your answers. Yes. Okay, cool. Yes. All right, keep them coming. Just keep grinding. Completing my 3rd transaction with the team. Okay, yes, I love this. Yes, 2 more events, 5 listings, 3 escrows. Okay, look at this. Look at this clarity on this page. Yes, 2 more transactions, 2 transactions. God, I love this. Absolutely love this. Yes, 4 deals. All right, cool. Really, really good stuff. Let's continue cruising on, you guys. I appreciate your contributions. Don't let the foot off the gas. All right, cool. Let's keep cruising on. What's one thing you wish you had more support or guidance with right now to take your business to the next level? What's one thing that you feel that you need a little bit more support with? Is it your sales skills? Is it, I need to understand the buyer's consultation? Is it understanding representation? Is it understanding how to explain, compensation? Somebody wrote here, having a showing agent. Sales skills. All right. I love this. Sales skills and psychology. All right. Mentorship, shadowing, sales skills, conversion skills. I love this. Shadowing. All right. Keep it cruising, you guys. Anything else? Listing presentation. All right. Let me write a few of these down because I want to make sure I don't miss any of this. Sales skills. Okay. I think sales skills. Systems and organization, growing wisdom in the industry, a showing agent, explaining and articulating disclosures. Okay. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anything else that we're missing here? Okay, cool. I'm going to come back to these answers in just a minute. All right. What is great advice that you've received that you're not putting into practice? What is great advice that you have received from people in your environment that you are not putting into practice? Thank you, Ashley. And this one's a humbling one because we are all getting great advice from all kinds of people and people that we're following on social media. So what's great advice that you've received that you're not putting into practice? Let's go ahead and get your questions in the chat down below. Let's go. And I'll wait. Do we not have no answers on this one? Because if we don't get any answers, I'll just keep cruising.
I can't actually answer put anything on the Mentimeter. Do you want to
What's that?
chat?
Not able to answer.
Yeah, there's no option to.
Yeah, it won't. It's like the screen is frozen. We see the question on the Mentimeter, but it doesn't answer.
Yeah,
Let's
mine
click the button to participate, but it won't give us any space to populate anything. So we can't provide the answer through the app.
Really, it's coming in now. I got some here. I got social media, but the other ones were working, right?
Yeah, other ones were.
This is weird. Okay. All right. All right. So I see some here. They're on the right-hand side, and maybe it's just it was a functionality. You could be good today, but instead you choose. Ooh, okay. But instead you choose tomorrow. Vernon, can you see that?
Yeah, I see.
All
that.
right, cool.
I think the answers are, you can do a Q&A. So you can like open up a window and ask a question is what it's allowing me to do, or to give like thumbs up, but it's not giving like the text box to fill in.
Okay. All right. So let's just go here. Let's go here. You could be good today, but instead you choose tomorrow. Ooh, that's a really, really good one. So we'll keep cruising through these, guys. Hopefully you'll be able to answer this. All right, let's get into some production numbers because this is important when you're talking with your consumers, with your buyers, and as well as your sellers. How much real estate volume has Fast Real Estate sold this year? Let's try this one out. And let's see if you guys can get the right answer. So a few people put 419, some people put 511, some people put 601. A lot of people put 601. So let the numbers come in. This is working. Sorry about the last one, you guys. All right, cool. All right, cool. I appreciate this. Let's go to Mel. Mel, what do you believe is the right answer? Is it 601, 511, or 419? Mel, are you here? Let's go to Blessing. Blessing, what number do you believe is the right number?
I believe it's 511.
511. Okay. What leads you to believe that?
I think that's what I just saw on the slide from the meeting. I was trying to confirm too.
All right. Well, you're wrong, but I appreciate I appreciate you trying. Let's go, Liz. Let's go, Liz Norton. Liz Norton, which one do you believe is the right number?
I think it's 601.
601. I love you. I appreciate you, but it is not 601. The actual right answer as of today is 419,586,560. It's important that you know these numbers, especially when you're sitting down at the table with your consumers, because there's no other team that is better positioned to help asset management than our company. There's no other company out there that is better than us. How many homes has Fast Real Estate sold this year? Is it 601, 497, or 567? Go ahead and put your answers down below. Once again, this is a part of your presentation. 497. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. Keep them cruising. Okay, we have quite a few people at 567. That's the majority right now, but let's continue cruising on. Let's see if we get a couple more in. All right, cool. Good. You guys are mostly right. The actual answer right now is 567 homes that we have sold each day. So good stuff, you guys. All right. How many agents does Fast Real Estate have today? Because I hear all kinds of different numbers. I'm still 100 plus. So I just want to make sure that we're all clear as when you're talking with people and the reach of our team, so on and so forth. I just want you to be accurate with your numbers. How many team members do we have today? All right, keep them cruising, keep them cruising. All right, cool. The majority is right. The answer is 208 agents as of today. So thank you for choosing us to be a part of your growth. All right, in one word, what will it take for you to finish 2024 strong? My hope is that we do get the words on the screen. So tell me, in one word, what will it take for you to finish 2024 strong? Go ahead and reply, and I want to see all of your answers. Intention. All right, cool. Love this. Keep them cruising. Consistency, focus. Yeah, some of these are going to be directly from one of those first slides that we did. Consistency. Keep going. Grind. What else? Fire. Yeah, belief. Absolutely. Not giving up. Work day by day. Consistency. Not giving up. Opportunity, determination. Belief, legacy. Okay, cool. Authenticity. Ooh, that's a really, really good one. Staying consistent. Belief, fast. All right, cool. Awesome. Anybody else have any contributions on this slide? All right, we'll go 1, 2, 3. All right, cool, you guys. And I think that serves as my last one. All right, cool. So that serves as my last one. The reason why I wanted to do this is that I just wanted to get you guys super involved in this conversation. Let's go back to one of these slides. Somebody said that they had, one of their challenges was the systems. So I want to turn it over to you guys. If you're somebody right now that has systems on point, what I want you to do is I want you to share with the group where you were at when you didn't have your systems in place, kind of a scrambling all around. And then what were some key steps that you took to put some systems into place, and what are the results today, right? So that way there's some clear steps that you have done to put some systems into place. So if you're somebody on the call right now that is crushing it in your systems, lead follow-up, process with your buyers, process with your sellers, I'm going to ask you guys to not leave me hanging. Raise your hand, share with the group so that person or those people that are struggling getting their systems in place can hear some insight from you. So I need 3 people to get involved in this conversation. If not, then we're doing something really, really wrong because we have 40 plus agents that don't have any systems in place. There's something wrong. That's broken. So I need one more person to get involved in the conversation. Cool. We're going to go Ashley. And Ashley, by the way, we were fucking dead wrong. We all guessed where Ashley was going, and each of us were dead wrong. She ended up at some place called Booney Beach, which I have no idea where that is. I'm guessing it's by Bodega Bay, but I don't know exactly. But Ashley, nonetheless, let's go to you.
It is right near Santa Cruz, and I had never heard of it either. It's a great little private beach if anyone wants to go. Okay, so when I started as a loan officer, there was not a lot of systems, and this does translate to real estate agents. So just so you know, I was getting a ton of referrals in, and I did it because I have had sales experience my whole life, so that part wasn't a problem, but I didn't have the system, so I was starting to get overwhelmed. Customer service was starting to come down from what I want it to be, and I was shutting down. I was getting so overwhelmed, I didn't know what to do first, so I just didn't do anything, which is not the level of business I wanted to function at. And I started putting together videos, so that anything that I caught myself saying over and over again, I would put in a video so that every single person got the same experience from me, and I was never risking leaving anything out. I started my CRM, and as I've gone, I keep developing things. Cynthia Peterson, I keep saying Asana, please, please, please watch her YouTube videos. They are incredible. I have 10x my capacity just from using Asana, because you can put things in places. You just have a placeholder. Every time there's something happens, oh, I got a lead in. What do I do with it? Always, I put it in this place. Always. What do I do? Once it's in that place, I follow up on this day, always. And if you write down, you get some clarity, like Blessing was saying, of that skeleton. What in a perfect world does this look like? If I was going to get 50 referrals today, how would this have to function? And now I don't keep anything in my mind. Everything has a place, which allows me to be more authentic in the moment, so that I don't, like you say, automate myself out of a relationship. I can be present, I can have connections, and it allows me to respond to my clients within 5 minutes all the time, because I'm not overwhelmed and trying to keep it all in my head.
God, I love this. So you guys, here's something that is a really, really easy fix for you. Like Ashley said, if you find yourself doing the same things over and over again, the last thing that you should be doing is doing the same email every single transaction and writing that thing out. You should have email templates that are ideal for certain times of your transaction. Also, you can correlate that with the video. Hey, Tom, really, really important. Or hey, buyer, or whoever, or hi there, you guys. It is a really important day today. Today, we are removing contingencies. Here's what happens. Then here's the next step. I'm so excited that we're one step closer to you guys getting keys to your new home. You guys can build all those videos in Mixmax or wherever else you want to build it, in Loom or wherever you want to house those. And so those are already queued and ready to go throughout the entire transaction. So you guys, if you find yourself trying to scramble because you don't have a system, literally build this thing out. And once you build it, then adjust it based on where your business goes. Because remember this, systems run your business, but the humans run the system. So you have to be able to go in and make some adjustments to that, but the systems are going to what gets you to the next step. So Ashley, I love this. Let's go Blessing, and we'll go D. Bledsoe. So Blessing, share with me, are you the one that said, I'm crushing systems and here's my advice? Is that what you're chiming in on?
It's actually twofold. I put that my systems are stressed, and I'm raising my hand because as a new agent, I would always hear systems and not really understand what it was. And the clarity was right after Cynthia Peterson's training is that it's not this magical big thing that we put in place. It's actually just the clarity. And to continue from what Ashley said, it's the flow and putting things in place. And really, once I became aware of when a lead comes in, I schedule the appointment. I know it needs to go to the consult. If I don't do that buyer's consult, I've lost the client, or it's more of a scramble. So what do I do to make sure I get that buyer's consult scheduled, because I know in that conversation, it's a win for me. So doing that and doing it enough times led me to be aware of the fact that my back end system of the nurturing, the following up, that's stressed. I've put so much in there and I don't have the clarity. So again, tying to what Ashley said is I want to be capable to handle significantly more business, but I don't have the muscle to do it. I don't have those systems that we have in place. So it's realizing at what point did I put too much in and stressing it, and actually just going back and doing the audit. So overall, when it comes to systems, to be able to win it is really just being aware of where are you putting Where are you putting people? Where you get it out of your head? Where are you making notes? Where are you relying on your flow to carry you through when you physically aren't supposed to be able to do it? It's not supposed to sit in our head. So it's kind of, I'm coming at it from two different ways, where just being aware of how do you flow with your consumer? How do you want your business to look? And being very, very aware and authentic and just honest with yourself about those answers. Yes, I would love to work with 10 clients right now, but I'm not capable of doing that right now in a way that I would be giving each person the high quality service. So what do I need to put in place, and continuing to work through that flow and challenging it, and sometimes turning up the lead volume so I can see where the holes in my process are, and then going back in and plugging it, fixing it, ironing out, and then going back through.
God, it's so smart. I absolutely love this. And I'm glad that you're experiencing some stress and tension, because it's going to make you look at things in a completely different way. And there was a time where I was so stressed, and I have a system. Judith helps me create my system. We have a flow, we have a dialogue, we have a system that allows me to say, okay, let me focus on the things that I'm really, really good at. And I don't have to worry about all the things because they're systematized, right? My newsletter goes out on Monday. I get the draft, I look at it. Cool, it goes out. I have all the assets built for Keep It Moving a week before. I get them on Thursday, so I could look at them and say, cool. So on Friday or Monday morning, Wednesday morning, and Friday morning, I'm dropping that reel between 6:30 and 8 a.m. That's just the cadence. And so everything is built. Now I just take it, implement it, take it, implement it. And so it took some time, Blessing. So I appreciate you sharing. Let's go, Dee Bledsoe. Systems, what's worked for you? What are you doing right now? And how's that growth, helped you in your business? Let's go.
Well, it could be growing better if I had a notebook like Blessing. She is so impressive, bro. But no, honestly, the team makes it really easy to keep my systems in place. And I mean, it's not to placate anybody here, but like, honestly, the team helps with that. Real Scout has done wonders for me. Like, just putting clients in the Real Scout, it sounds so simple, but keeping these people abreast of what's coming to the market or what their home is worth. That's how I had 2 SOI clients come back to me earlier this year. I wasn't the best at following up with clients after I close a deal, because I wasn't sending them presents. I wasn't just calling to say, hey, I know it's your birthday. I'm a little impersonal that way. But Real Scout made it easy for me, because it's showing them, again, this is the value of what you bought with Deepening in such and such a year, or this is what came to the market, and no, you haven't purchased a home yet. Oh, but remember that guy that showed you the house a year or two ago? I keep having people come back simply off of Real Scout alone. And then, additional to that, the fast booth and having the shredder, like, that is tantamount to what I have going on the social media side. Like, without that, I wouldn't be doing all this. Elias had urged me for two years damn near to get on socials, and I just didn't want it to look generic. I didn't want it to not be right, because I couldn't do it myself. Now it's automated and it's easy, and now I'm producing 5 videos every time I go into the fast booth every week. So even that is automated. I go in with 5 changes of clothes and knock out content one day a week, and then I have a week or two worth of content. So those are the systems that I use the most: the fast booth, the shredder, and Real Scout, and it's helped a lot.
Man, I absolutely love this. Here's a quick cheat code, and it's nothing that is too high level, you guys. Every single person on this call, and even if you're a guest, my hope is that you're not a guest and you're an actual official member at one time in your life. You need to have a way for somebody to be able to book an appointment with you. First and foremost, somebody gives you a call, somebody says, oh, I know a person, I know a guy, whatever it is. There should never be a back and forth. Does Tuesday work for you? No. Does Wednesday work for you? No. Does Thursday work for you? No. Here's my calendar. Pick a time that works best for you. And in your Calendly link, you could put a couple questions that give you a little bit of a head start when you actually meet with this person. How long have you been searching for a home? What areas would you like to look? Is there a budget that you have in mind? What are some questions that you'd like to address in our initial conversation? You guys can do all that through Calendly. If there's no way for someone to book an easy appointment with you right now, that's a system that you can fix. You create a link tree, and in that link tree, you put your Calendly. Calendly is very easy to set up. It blocks time on your calendar that you're allowing for appointments. And you should all have some time that you're allocating for appointments that somebody needs to easily be in touch with you or get in touch with you. Real Scout and Follow Up Boss. Any single time that you put somebody in Follow Up Boss, you tag them Real Scout. Now it's going to have them in Real Scout. You go into Real Scout and you set up their parameters. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, Livermore, price point, area, so on and so forth. Now, anytime that consumer is looking at homes, give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, you're getting that information instantaneously. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you set a hot sheet, meaning I'm going to go in, I'm going to look at my Real Scout and my Follow-Up Boss. I'm see who has looked at a house in the last 24 hours. And if somebody has looked, I'm going to call that person. Hi, Ashley. I know that you said you wanted to wait until after the new year, but I noticed that you have been looking at some homes in Livermore. I'm setting up my tours for Saturday and Sunday. We should go out and see these houses just so you have a feel of what you actually like in a home. What day would work better for you, Saturday or Sunday? Right? So now you have a system that allows you to see their intel. You respond accordingly, and that's something that is fixed. Here's another fix for you, a digital business card, right? You're giving people a business card. It is the worst practice in our game. You need to have a digital business card that you can instantly exchange your information with them, get them into your system, them into your social media world, and bring them right into your ecosystem. Do Blink, do all whatever. There's EXP ones that are free, but have a digital business card. So now what you're doing is you have a system of how you capture your leads. You have a system of how you interact with people when you're out at the grocery store, when you're out at networking events. You have a system that brings them closer. But if you don't focus on small things like this, it's all going to seem overwhelming. What you need to do is just slow some things down and say, okay, I work mostly with buyers, so buyers need to set an appointment with me. When I set an appointment, here's what happens first, second, third, all the way till the end of escrow. And this is my cadence, and this is my rhythm, and this is my flow. So very, very simple things that you guys could put into place. Now, let's shift gears. Somebody said that they wanted to work on sales skills. And if you're on this call right now, how many of you feel that you want to truly work on sales skills? Like that's something. All right. So share with me, Patrick, when you say work on sales skills, like what sales skills do you feel that you need to improve upon, and how will that serve you? I just want to hear your vantage point on this.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when I say sales skills, it comes with the primary aspects, the closing, the conversion part. I think that's what I need help on. And on conjunction to that, I think I just feel like, we can always get better regardless of how we think we are, expert at some things, we can always get better. So that's where that's coming from.
All right, for our advanced salespeople on this call that have been in sales for many, many years, what are some tips and what are some things that you have done to advance over the years? Was there a book? Was there a course? Was there a seminar? Like what was it that you guys have done over the years to improve your sales skills? And I'll give you some advice here. Become a reader and become a student of this. Jeb Blunt, who is an amazing author, Phonetic Prospecting. There is Ninja Selling, really, really good book to learn, key phrases, know exactly what to say. It's a little reference book, and they have the real estate edition. You guys on the team all have access to that. So when you're thinking about closing somebody for an appointment, it gives you so many different ways to close, because here's an inexperienced person. Hey, Tom, are you still in the market about buying a house in Berkeley? No, we're not interested anymore. Okay, Tom. Let me know. I'll put you on a drip system and maybe we can talk down the road. Fucking weakest thing that you could ever say to a consumer. Tom, you say you're not interested. So take me back really quick. When you were originally looking at homes in Berkeley, what was your goal then and what changed? So it gives you a completely different direction of that conversation. But if you don't practice those things out loud, you're always going to default to, oh my God, okay, just let me know. I'll put you on a drip. Right. And that happens. And so it's a conscious effort. And even when you're talking with somebody, if you're single and you're out there talking to people and you're talking to guys, you're talking to girls, try to use the phrase, tell me more, elaborate. When you say this, what does that actually mean to you? Right? And get people to elaborate and to tell you more. Because what happens when you get people to tell you more, that means you're getting layers deeper to what is actual in that conversation. But so many times we scrape the surface because we're afraid to go a little bit deeper and push. And the moment that you push is the moment that you're going to get to truth. Ophelia, when you said that you don't like cold calling, I want you to tell me a little bit more about that. Elaborate. What is it about the cold calling that you don't like? When she tells me what she doesn't like, then what can I do as a coach? I can help her get better on the things that might be holding her back, that might not even be an issue. So Jeb Blunt, ninja selling, know exactly what to say. And I think, what did you put here? Where do we have access to what, Lisa?
To know exactly what to say.
In
Where is
Slack.
that?
Just
In
go to
Slack,
Slack
okay.
and just type it. And then you guys have a whole workbook. There's also a really, really good workbook in there. And Ophelia, were you with me in Vegas when we went to Sales Mastery?
No, but
Okay.
I have one because I think
There's also a
Yeah.
Sales Mastery book in Slack. Print that whole book out, you guys. That is game for free. And there's so many great things that you guys could use from that book. But let's go to Ophelia. You had your hand up.
something I've learned to do is I get very uncomfortable soon, or I used to, but again, practice makes it better and you get more comfortable, and then comes the confidence. What I remind myself when I start having these conversations is I need to start slowing it down. Now, that doesn't work for everyone, but it works for me because when I get uncomfortable, I speed up and my voice goes high pitchy. And then I start talking like this because I just want to get it over with because I'm so uncomfortable and I want to get over. Okay, thank you very much. I have a good day. And I hang up, right? So I have to remember, slow it down. And in the most uncomfortable times when you have to ask, I pause and I'm pinching myself because it's so uncomfortable, but I have to pause so I don't rush to the next thing or they kind of skip over what I just said. And just practicing that pause was what just get used to being comfortable in the uncomfortable, right? And that's how you just get better and better. So my little 2 cents.
I love it. There's a good book out there. It's called Just Listen. And the book really focuses on active listening. So there's a book, that book will help you just be able to realize, all right, I want to listen, but in order for you to listen, you have to ask the right questions. A lot of people, if you've been in this game for enough time, you realize that selling isn't me just saying a bunch of shit to you. Selling is me asking you a lot of questions that elicit the type of information that I need. Tell me more, Vernon. When you said the backyard was too small, tell me a little bit more. Ideally, what type of backyard are you looking for? When you said you didn't, like this or that, what do you mean by that? When you say, oh, homeownership is not an option for me and my family, what made you come to that belief? Who told you that, right? Why do you feel that way? Tell me a little bit more. What's behind that, right? I'm not asking yes or no questions. And so this is a practice, but I want to share this with you guys. In Slack right now, you guys can go and just search exactly what to say. I've said this before and I'll say it again. There are so many things here in this one little book and we've branded it. So take it, highlight it, reference it, keep it in your back pocket, make all kinds of notes on it. But this is just a really, really good reference book. So in Slack, you guys will find, and if you're a guest on here and you want access to Slack, I'll give it to you as well. You guys can go here and you guys can go to, you can go to Sales Mastery and then just print out this book. It's really easy. So you'll have this Sales Mastery book. There's all kinds of great things on here. One of the things that I took from here is this open house marketing timeline. You guys all do open houses. I don't think that each and every one of you are doing the best job marketing the open house. It kind of takes you through the flow, what to do Tuesday, what to do Wednesday, what to do Thursday, what to do actual Saturday and Sunday. And then here's an open house checklist of all the things that you should be bringing to an open house. Now, I modified this based on you guys and us and our environment, and you guys can have that. There you go. But it shares with you all kinds of different things that you guys can do to really make sure that you have a fire open house and that you're marketing it properly, also marketing the neighborhood. So take that, use that, share that, and have that as a reference point. So I want to pause there, you guys. A lot of great stuff today. I wanted to get the ball rolling. I wanted to get you guys thinking. I also want you guys to get clear. We're obviously going into to the last quarter of the year. You guys are going to take some time off. My hope is to be with family. So you have to be very, very clear with how many actual weeks that you're going to work from now until the end of the year. And you have to be clear on what type of conversations that you need to have in order to give you the type of money that you want to have. Now, here's the thing. If you want to end up really, really strong, you need to get everything in a contract, let's say like by November 30th. Right? November 30th. So actually, there should be a 2-month sprint to know exactly what you need to do up till November 30th, because if you're getting in a contract in December 15th, that shit's not going to close until after the first of the year, unless you have Ashley that can do a 14-day close. But let's just say on an average 30-day close. My advice to you is when you're setting up your plan for the fourth quarter, make it until November 30th. Make it till November 30th and say, okay, I need to get everything into contract till then. So what do I do in 2 months to sprint to my business? What do I do to intensify my business from now until then? On that thread, Vernon and I are going to launch one more intensity before the end of the year. Don't sign up if you're not ready to go full tilt. Okay. You guys know the routine. It's happening October 25th. All right. We're going to go one more before the end of the year. Why? Because I want you to get those freaking escrows into contract. I want you to get those people into contract before November 30th. Before November 30th. That's my goal. That's my plan. And that's my intention. Christina, I've never seen this little baby. Is this your niece? Is this your daughter?
Yes, this is my new baby niece, Mia.
Oh my goodness. Well, hello. Well, she is just so sweet. Look at those cheeks. So you guys, be clear. If you need any help getting your plan together, let me know. If you need additional help, one-on-one coaching, book an appointment with me, and I'm here to serve you, here to help you. But really, really great session today. I'm going to go around the room, hear from a couple of you guys. Let's go with Vernon. Vernon, key thoughts, take away from our time today. We'll go George Martinez, and then we'll go over to Morgan.
Well, I came this morning ready to learn on multiple levels, one from a coaching lens and one from an agent being in production. So thank you, Coach. I love the framework that you presented today. Really got me to ticking and analyzing my entire flow. Systems, cadence, where I'm weak, where I need to be stronger. And so just being able to look at it from that perspective is powerful for me as we go into Q4. Like I said, from a production lens and from a coaching lens. So I'm super grateful for this space. You built it. We came. We'll continue to come. Thank you for bringing value to today's session. And as always, I'm growing, motivated to step into the weekend and kill some shit.
That's right. That's right. Let's go, George. George, great to see you, my man. I'm glad you had a great workout this morning. Takeaways from our session today.
Yeah, I would definitely say that no matter where you're at in your business, one of the great takeaways is knowing that everybody goes through the same trials and tribulations. As people's businesses begin to grow more rapidly like mine's has, I feel like it's definitely kind of scrambling to kind of learn okay, oh wait, I need this system. So I think when your business isn't so busy to where you want it to be, I think my best advice to those would be, this is your time to really put those systems in place, because I wish I had done that earlier on, because I think it definitely would help me be less stressed, but it's also all about looking around and using leverage. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a great weekend. And just because we're nearing the end of the year, don't let your foot off the gas. I feel like this is a great opportunity to kind of spin it around and tell people, even though it gets quote unquote slow around this time, don't tell yourself that. Use that as an opportunity to tell your buyers that's a great opportunity when you're going to snag a deal when it's raining and whatnot. So
Love it. I love it, George, and really great to see you. Morgan, I'm going to have you take us home. Key takeaways from your time together today. Morgan going once. There we are.
Sorry, Bree called me really quick. Key takeaways from today. I need to get my systems in order. My systems are really, I think, what's holding me back, because I get overwhelmed. So if I have my systems in place that tell me what I need to do, when I need to do it, how it needs to be done, then I think I'll be okay.
Let me ask you a really simple question. Do you have systems with the baby when she goes to bed, when you feed her, stuff like that?
No, I used to. And I know when my life feels put together, I have my systems in order. So that's actually what I've been working on this week, is just looking at my life and figuring out what I have going on, because I want to do the intensity in October. So I need to get my systems in order.
Well, listen, when it comes to systems, the first thing I want everyone to realize is say these words: I'm improving my systems so I can improve my business. Not that I need to work on my systems or my systems are shit. No, I'm working on it. I'm actively working on it, and I'm figuring small things out. And so the first thing that I would recommend, what do you do to lead capture, right? What do you do to lead capture? And as soon as you get a lead, where does it go, right? That's one system that you can fix. Another thing that you can fix is, how do people set an appointment with you? I want to book an appointment with Morgan. Can I do that right now on your Instagram? And if the answer is no, fix those two things. Take some small bite-sized chunks out of this, and let's continue to work on this together. So you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being present. Thank you for being on. I really appreciate it. Make sure that you take that link for all the past recordings. If you know anybody that needs a space like this, feel free to invite them any days. On Monday, this coming Monday, we will not have group coaching. Me, Vernon, Lisette, Kenny, Dan, and a couple other people are going to be traveling to Zillow Unlock. So we will not be present on Monday morning, because I'll actually be in flight that time. But we'll be back at action on Wednesday morning. So if you need anything, feel free to call me, text me, or send me a Slack message. You guys have an amazing day. And as always, keep it moving toward your dreams, goals, and vision. Peace.
What time is it, baby?